I think the purpose of life is to experience life. It's just to be alive and to have this experience. So there you go, life purpose solved. But do I also think that we come into these lives with a soul desire or a mission, something specific that we bring, that we wish to experience, that we wish to share, is there something that we're here to do? I think some people have really big destinies. Like, they leave the planet and we all know that they were here. And some of us have smaller, but every one of us, I think, has a message. We have the stuff that we're here to share. The stuff that we are here to do. We have a domain. We have a theme pack that we come in with. Sometimes in times of stress, of times of conflict, of what some people would call great contrast. We all go through those times in our personal lives, and we go through those times as a collective. And we are certainly in a time right now as a collective that feels like a lot of conflict, a lot of pressure. And what I think is that sometimes what happens in moments, you might call them tower moments, is that you become very, very clear about what it is that you are here in a body on this earth to do and to say and to share. You become crystal clear about who you are and what you're meant to do, or what you want to do, or what is yours to do. So the past few days, so I think each of us right now is being called to help love and protect the most vulnerable among us. Each of us is being called to be an activist in some way. And I want to be clear that when I am sharing what I am about to share with you, it's very possible that you're going to hear what I say and you're going to think that I am spiritually bypassing what's happening right now and the very real suffering and pain, harm that's being done to human beings. And I acknowledge that you might hear it that way, and I want to be very clear that that is not what I'm saying. I am not saying turn a blind eye to what's happening. But what I am saying is that as I have been sitting with the current energies and the information and knowing what's happening around me, as I'm asking myself the question, how do I take action? How do I best serve this moment? How do I best serve others? I'm realizing that we are each unique. We are each unique expressions of what it is to be alive. And when we are active, we're going to be active in different ways. So you might be someone who takes action, political action, humanitarian action, in a very different way than I take action. But if you are someone who is feeling overwhelmed, paralyzed by fear, if you are doom scrolling, or you are doom scrolling in your head and catastrophizing, what I'm about to say might be for you. I'm not someone who will sit in front of the television and watch the corporate news media. I don't watch television news. The only exception to that is I will watch local news coverage if there's something going on that I need to know about because I am here. If there's something happening within my community where I am and I can move in that community, then I want to know about those things. The corporate news media has a goal, and that goal is to keep you watching. And the method that they use to keep you watching is fear. The powers that be in the moment, or the powers that appear to be in the moment, also use fear to control you. I've been an intuitive person my whole life. I have also been my whole life someone who struggles with anxiety. And I am very, very well acquainted with the power of fear and how fear can be used to control, manipulate, and paralyze you. I refuse to be controlled, manipulated, or paralyzed by fear. Your words can be censored. The way that you communicate and receive communication, that can be censored, but your voice cannot be. No one can take from you your creative expression or the story that you are here to tell. And here's the big one. No one can take your joy from you. Sometimes controlling forces seek to keep you dysregulated. They want you to feel that you have no control over what's happening in your life, what's happening in your body. They want to keep you in an elevated state, in a fight or flight state. They want to confuse you with chaos. They want you to be afraid. Because if they can keep you afraid, they control the situation, they control the narrative, they control everything. So what I'm realizing right now, and it's kind of a surprise to me, is that what I feel called to do in this moment, and the information that I feel called to share, it's like it's my theme pack. It's my theme pack that I've had my whole life. It's the stuff I've always talked about, and that I've always thought about, and that I've always wanted to share with you. I came in equipped for this moment, and I think you came in equipped for this moment too. I want to talk to you about your self-care and your self-love. Your self-care is really, really important right now. It is community care. You cannot take care of anyone else. You cannot help anyone else. You can't be clear, can't function if you're not taking care of yourself. And that's the little piece, like that's one of the pieces of the quilt that I hold. Somebody else is going to teach something else. We're all holding different pieces of the information that needs to come through right now. So when I'm sharing what I have to share, I'm not saying dismiss everything else. I'm saying that's not mine to share. This is mine to share. And what I have to share with you right now, what I really, really want you to know is now is the time to engage your self-care every day. Meditate. Get into a meditative state. Write in your journal. Ground and clear your energy. Do your energetic and spiritual protection. Be in joy. Do the things that make you happy. If you have a playlist of music that you love, put it on and dance. Go outside. Be with your friends. Do the things that make you happy. Do the things that remind you of who you are, because that's where your power is. It is okay for you to hold these two things at the same time. The importance of joy, the things you love, your calm, your peace, your connection, and the knowledge and understanding that bad people are doing bad things, that human beings are suffering and being harmed. We can hold these two things at the same time, and we can take action in these two directions at the same time. In fact, we must do this before we can do this. Notice how you feel in your body when you're listening to me say this. If you do watch the news, notice what you're feeling in your body when you watch it. If you're scrolling through social media, notice what you're feeling in your body. We are here to love one another. We are here to wrap our arms around one another and to walk forward. I journal with my guides every night. And last night when I was doing that, I asked what it is that, what would you like for me to say? What would you like for me to share? And I so clearly got the message. Meditation. Meditation. So this is me asking you to meditate today. Let's get your nervous system regulated. Set a timer. Close your eyes, breathe. Sit in silence for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't matter what your thoughts do. Just be in meditation today. And if you do that, especially if it's something that you don't normally do, will you come back and leave me a comment, please, and tell me how it felt for you? Or just tell me that you did it. Will you meditate with me today, please?